Hello! Good evening, everybody. I am Master Jason Kim. I am a co-owner of Tae Kwon Do. This is our first video series that we're posting online. We're opening this up to everybody, to the public, just in case anyone else is interested in training with us. Background information, our co-owner as well as co-instructor is Instructor Rick Thibodeau. He's amazing, he's a physiotherapist, he knows a lot about the human body, the mechanics, and he'll post some stuff later on as well. I am a 5th Dan Black Belt Master in WT, so it used to be WTF, World Taekwondo Federation. 5th Dan Black Belt Master, I've done a lot of refereeing, both internationally and nationally. I had an opportunity to referee internationally at the Toronto 2015 Pan Am Games. I'm also a high school science teacher. I love biology and kinesiology. These are some of my passions. And when it comes to instructing Taekwondo, I like to incorporate a broad range of different things. Today is going to be approximately an hour and a half to 2 hour video, depending on how much this phone can take. I have a little bit of a setup here for myself. Because it is online, you're welcome to go back and review the material anytime that you like, as well as go through certain portions. Listen to it carefully and watch it carefully. Our KT Taekwondo classes are split into two types of classes, family and adult. For family classes, that means that the children are often doing it with the parents, and if they're not, it's just the children. And with the adults, it is just adults. This video is going to be tailored towards children doing it with adults as well as adults. So if there are any children doing this, there are going to be no games, no fun. It is going to be purely instructional. If you want to make it have a little bit of fun and games, every now and then I'll probably throw in a tidbit of information that you can do outside of this video on your own. Again, this is a Taekwondo video, so if you have not yet put on your tobok, your uniform, please go and put on your uniform. Big shout out to our supplier, Captain Sports. They outfit all of us at KT Taekwondo. I honestly think they're the best. Customer service is unparalleled. They are so professional and everything's always done at a timely fashion. Plus, I tend to be very scatterbrained and they are very accommodating with my work schedule. So to start this off, now, because we have the privilege of having advanced time frames, we're going to take a little longer with our stretches than normal today. So we'll work our way top down. Let's start with the head. Spread your legs out, comfortable shoulder width, hands on your sides. Bring your head to your right, then to your left. That's 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, and rotations. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. Once again, you'll notice 다섯. I'm not going all the way to the back. 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Awesome. Take your hands, apply some pressure to your forehead and push forward. Static hold. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And now pressure from the back. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. So we're not trying to do massive amounts of pressure, just enough. Okay, now let's warm up our shoulders. Start with tiny rotations going backwards. 하나, 둘, and as we go, we'll get bigger. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. So you'll notice that we're big. Now we're going to go the other way, small to big again. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Excellent. So that's our shoulders, but it is not enough with our shoulders. So ready, hands at your sides. Again, keep your feet shoulder width apart. We're going to raise them up, and we're going to keep our palms facing the ground the whole time. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. And now clap. 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Awesome. So hopefully you can feel some in your shoulders now. So we're going to go up and out. So you keep your thumbs pointing behind you the whole way through. You start up in front, you go up, and you go out. Notice how my hands turn outwards, then back down to the front. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Excellent. Don't forget that stretching is an important part of every single day. Try to make sure you get a little bit of stretching in every day and you'll do okay. Now that we've done our shoulders, let's stretch out our upper body a little bit. So we're gonna rotate, minimize the rotation in your hips. They'll still rotate, but try not to turn all the way with your hips. Try to keep your hips facing forward. It's gonna rotate to the side and to the side. That's 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Awesome. Now we're going to go side to side. Let's start with our left side first. Hand up. 하나, 둘. You'll notice how I'm not jerking it. I am trying to control the stretch. 다섯. And most importantly, I was going to do this outside, but I decided to do it inside because I wanted to wear my uniform while teaching you, which meant I want to try to keep it clean. Now the other side. 하나. Normally I would just do this in workout clothes outside with you, but to maintain some semblance of order during this time, we're trying to do it with our uniforms on so that feels like a little bit of a real class to you. I do hope that all of you are safe and well. Okay, so we've stretched out the upper ribs, we've stretched out our side muscles. Now we're just going to stretch out our back a little bit. So a little wider than you had before. Be ready to bend your knees. And you go back and forward. That's 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay, so that's an ab stretch. Sorry about that. Now we're going to stretch our lower back along with our hamstrings. So for this one, it's okay to bend your knees a bit. What you're going to do is you're going to try to touch your chest to your knees. Again, it's okay to bend your knees a little bit right now because we're not focusing too much on hamstrings. This one's supposed to be a lower back stretch. If you like, you can try to hug your knees. You'll notice that my back is curving. This is okay right now. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Awesome! Now my favorite stretches, this is a stretch you should be doing every day. Let's do the side splits. Because we're just getting into this, remember you want to do this nice and light. I have compression tights underneath, so I'm just hiking those up so I don't rip them. Okay, so once again, when you're doing these stretches, just go to the point where you just start to feel discomfort. So if your hands are up, that's okay. Your knees have to be straight. I prefer your hands to be on the ground. This means that you're putting less pressure on your inner thigh muscles. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Alright, back up nice and slow. Stretch out those inner thighs. Kind of hit them out. We're going to do this 3 times. Hopefully when you do them at home, you'll hold it for 30 seconds and minimum 30 seconds, up to 1 minute, 5 times every day. Try them just before you go to bed. Great way to wind down. Okay, now we go wider. And we're going to feel a medium level of discomfort. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And let's just hold it a little longer. 열하나, 열둘, 열셋, 열넷, 열다섯, 열여섯, 열일곱, 열여덟, 열아홉, 스물. So you'll notice I'm kind of rocking back and forth. This is just what, because I'm at a medium level of pain and discomfort, I'm just kind of trying to open up my hips a little bit more. Back up. And again, shake them out, kind of rotate. Loosen yourself up. Remember to come back up slow, especially on this next one, because if you go up too hard, it is going to hurt. I'd like to thank Grandmaster Kim In-kyung, president of the Ontario Taekwondo Association. We had a tournament with him. That was the last tournament our club went to. We had a great time. Him and his volunteer staff and everyone that was working there, we thank you very much. Our club, for our first club where we took students, we had an amazing time and we loved it. This time you're going for almost maximal discomfort. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Alright, and back to go. And now we're just going to sit in this position. Okay, Google. Set my thermostat to 20 degrees.
Okay, setting just connecting to 20 degrees.
Yes, too hot. I might have to open some doors. Okay, now that we've had a chance to just kind of sit and relax in this wide stretched position, we're going to go down to our left side this time. Hopefully that's this side for you. And every time we count, you go a little lower. So you start up high, each count you progressively go lower. And every time you breathe out, that's the time you go a little lower. So you breathe in, you come up a bit, you breathe out, you go down a little lower, you breathe in, you go down. So every time you breathe out, you go down a little lower. Ready? 하나. Breathe in. 둘. Breathe in. 셋. Breathe in. 넷. 다섯. 여섯. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm starting to readjust how my hips and my legs are positioned. I'm starting to turn my hips more and more this way so that my inner knee is pointing inwards and my outer foot is starting to turn more outwards. In this manner, I can go lower and lower and I'm twisting my body. So I'm not just going down sideways, trying to twist more as well so I can get a nice stretch up here as well. If you want another nice stretch, you get the opposite arm and you go up high as you're twisting around, opens up even more over here. I would use the muscle names, but of course I know that not all of our students are able to know the names of different things, especially the children, so I'm just kind of pointing to the general locations. So hopefully you've kind of continued on your own, but if you have not, one big breath last, and go as low as you can. Hopefully you can touch your foot with two hands, and if you're very flexible, your chest should be to your knee, not your nose, your chest. You'll notice right now I'm tucking my ribs across my belt so that I can, instead of leaning back and trying to go down, a common problem, people try to keep their back this way and down. Notice how I'm trying to push this part of my body forward. Boom. And then my excess abdominal distension can go over my belt and I can reach further by leaning forward. If you try to do it with your body, oh, you can relax now. If you try to do it from your body right here, when you bend down, you're kind of crunching yourself and that's it. You're not trying to touch your chest to here, and that is a big problem a lot of students have. If you have difficulty going lower, try to raise yourself up, bring your feet a little closer, turn your body, and notice how now my foot is almost touching the ground and my other foot's almost touching the ground in the direction that I want to turn. Breathe deep, breathe out, and use your hand to push yourself forward. So instead of chin down, try to think of chin to your toes. And of course my knees are bending a little, and that's okay. Because right now I'm trying to train my body to lean forward so I can just lay down like this. This is no longer stretching the hamstring effectively, but it's training your hips in your body to twist into this position. Beautiful thing about a video, I can talk a lot more than I would in class. Because in class, I'm worried about the time frame. But here, no worries about time frame. So once again, up here to the other side. So let's show you on the other side now. If you've loosened up your legs, widen them up again. And if it's too wide, loosen it up a little. Again, remember you want to start turning your hips a little bit towards that side rather than locking them into place on the opposite direction. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, hold. So if you've noticed, I'm micromanaging my body's positioning as I go through. Some of the best fighters and the best martial artists, they have such a good sense of their body that they make little tweaks to what muscle groups they're using as they hold or move in order to be efficient. Relax. There was an issue, a video of Fight Science. I believe they had Randy Couture choking somebody out. They put muscle sensors on him. He had full tension for a very long period of time, but it wasn't all his muscles tensing. He would switch between different muscle fibers to fatigue one group, then go to another group, and recover the fatigued group and allow the other group to go through. So let's stretch to the front. Same thing, chest to the ground, not your nose. Now, you'll notice that this is how wide my feet are now. In order to get my chest to the ground, I actually can't have them as wide. If they're very wide, I'm very stiff inside of my inner thighs. I want to be loose, but I also want my hips to be able to move. A lot of people, they sit back like this. They're sucking their belly in, their lower back is popping out, and then they try to touch to the ground. It's the same problem as before when you're trying to reach down here. Your body positioning is not moving. You're just flexing at the spine. Master Kim, I can't move, I'm stuck here. Well, your lower back, pull it forward. If you have a family member that can pull on your belt, or if they can grab your arms and pull you up, and then someone else will slowly push you down, then you're going to find that your lower back stays straighter and you lean forward, which means that your hips are moving. Because if your hips don't move and they come back over here, notice how my lower back started to protrude once more. You don't want to have this type of positioning with your lower back. You want to have a straighter positioning, which means you're trying to lift your tailbone back and up, which also means your inner knees are going to turn in. Your feet will start to turn forward. Okay, ready? And I'm turning just so you can get a better visual. Counting once again. 하나. Breathe in. 둘. Breathe out, right? 셋. 넷. 다섯. So you see how I'm starting to push my hips back. 여섯. 일곱. 여덟. 아홉. And now I want my hands to the side for me. 열. See, with my hands to the side, I can get my chest to the ground. It's a bit harder when it's up here. And back up. Bring your feet together. Oh, nice and slow. I forgot to tell you to do it slow. Stretch yourself out for a sec because we've been down there for quite a while. Oh, okay. Feet together, knees straight. Toes up, facing back. Try to have your body straight. Have your hands behind you and lower back straight. Try to sit as far forward as you can, keeping your lower back straight, using your hands and your fingertips to lift you forward. Keep your toes pulling back. You'll see that this is as far as I can go because I'm feeling the stretch, not only in my hamstring, but the nerves that go along the back of my leg. Again, it's important to pull your toes back because if you don't pull your toes back, you can go a lot more forward. With the toes back, we're lengthening the nerve. We're also lengthening our muscles. And it's important to keep your lower back straight because again, that's putting our hips in a better position to stretch out the nerves and the muscles. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay? Now relax. Again, keep your knees straight. Once again, don't bend at your lower back. Bring your body forward, which will mean you have to maybe lift your knees a bit. And then you'll have to learn to push your knees down. Trust to your knees. Breathe in. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 열, 아홉, 열. Best I can do. All right. To the front, butterfly position. Tuck your heels in as far as you can go and bouncing your knees. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And now push your knees down to the ground using your elbows. Use your hands across your ankles and pull up to keep yourself here. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. If you're able to use your own muscle to keep it down, that's awesome. But for those who can't, pushing down with your elbows is a great way to do it. All right, now let's stretch our calf muscles. Grab your toes, keep your knees a little bent, and stretch. If this is too easy, you can pull your feet forward, or you can pull your feet back. I prefer standing, but since we're sitting already, we'll do it here. Ready? 하나, 둘, pull, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And we're going to try to stretch this part. So on your knees, and lift yourself off the ground. Keep your toes and feet on the ground, but your heels, your knees off. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Ankles. Foot in front, leg on top. Grab. You want to get full rotation. All the way towards you. All the way up. Feel that slow stretch. And keeping that rotation going up and around to that side. And then down all the way. Remember to push it down if you have to. Pull through. So especially the children, do this slow. Feel the stretch. Don't hurt anything. But feel the full stretch of your ankle. A lot of injuries occur at the knees and the ankles in Taekwondo because people don't often remember that they need to strengthen and also stretch these areas. Plus they're high impact areas and it's very easy to step the wrong way. Let's go the opposite direction. I myself got my first sprain of the ankle playing basketball. Taekwondo did not cause any ankle injuries for me because Grandmaster Kim Kyung-soo, Grandmaster Joe Kim, he always made sure we were properly stretched, and he stressed we need to stretch at home. And the more advanced we got, the less in-class stretching we got, meaning you have to be flexible all the time. Other foot. Now that you have a feel for it, you can choose to do it slow on your own or fast once you know how to get that full rotation. So for me, I'm going to go fast. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. I lifted my knee off the ground because I was starting to find when I was going down here, I'm hitting the ground. Don't want to hit the ground. Opposite direction. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. I can definitely feel the crunching because both my ankles have had lots of crunching throughout my days. Okay, so stand. We missed one stretch. I did that deliberately so that you can do it on your own at home. It's the front splits, so we did the side straddle splits. The front splits are also an important one that I always like students to do. Just as a quick reminder, you can do them without blocks or with blocks. You can have textbooks, water bottles, whatever's stable enough to hold you. I like using these. And what you do is you stretch forward. Your front knee has to be straight. Your back knee can be on the ground. Don't have your foot by your buttocks. Have your foot as far straight as you can, and then go forward. I like starting it with the front knee stretched, and then put my back knee down, and you'll notice that I am opened up, but then I readjust to the flat here. The idea is to stretch your hamstring as well as hopefully your front hip joint. Then of course don't forget to do the other side. You can always do this with me right now if you want, but it's just a review for you to do for homework. Okay. Now that we're done stretching, let us do a quick warm-up. Hopping on the spot. Once again, it's important to have strong calf muscles, strong feet muscles, and strong fists in Tae Kwon Do. And fighting stance, still hopping. You'll notice that I'm trying to stay nice and loose. My heels don't really ever touch the ground, and when they do, it's very light and quick. So a side view. And switch your legs. So, just so you can see, this is what it looks like. Switch! Okay, so left leg should be forward. It's my left leg, so it'll look like the other leg for you, hopefully. Remember to keep your hands up. I have my hands down here so you can see. Switch! And now, we're going to throw some quick jabs in there. Right leg's forward, so we're going to use our right hand. Every time I get up, I want you to punch forward nice and gentle. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, notice how my hands are loose. 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, other side. 하나, you'll notice that I pop forward. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Switch your legs. Now, we're going to do down block, outside block. So it's going to go down, outside. Back of my fist is always facing your computer monitor. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Switch your legs. Hopefully you can feel that this is a rotational component. We're trying to use your shoulder blades a bit. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, 초. Relax. Good job. Get a drink of water. Just keeping track of the time. So that's a quick little warm up for us. Your calves, they should be warmed up. Your body should be a bit warmed up. Now let's warm up the legs. So review of the front kick. The front kick, there are two types, well, lots of different types. The type that we're going to consider right now is for target kicking. And then I'll give you a quick review on what it looks like for sparring. Do not leave your foot planted. From fighting stance, don't just go like this. As some of you have already just heard me say, it's a harder thing to do to keep your foot and knee completely straight and stretch your other leg upwards. This stretch that we did, that front straddle split in class, the front split stretch, when you're doing that, if you keep your knee bent, you seem to go lower. When you keep it straight, you don't go lower. But straight is what we want. You don't want to bend it. You can bend it a little bit. You bend it a lot, it looks like this. That's not a kick. It means you're not flexible. So you got to work on your flexibility. And if you open up your hips, that means, like I was saying, if you do like that hurdle split where your foot's close to your bum, you open up your leg, you're gonna go higher. So try this with me right now. I'm facing sideways, it's up to you. Keep your foot in front, lift both legs facing forward. See how high you can go. Try with the other leg. Whoops. See how both toes are going in this front direction. I can only go as my belt height. I'm stuck there. Now, make your foot 90 degrees, so kind of like an L or the corner of a room. And lift your leg up. Woo! Wow, it suddenly went a lot higher. Let's try that again. Wow. And I'm not even trying. And the other leg, again, make it 90 degree. Wow, higher than my belt height. All I'm doing is trying to lift my leg, and it's higher than my belt height. Your musculature and your bone structure is going to limit how high you can kick. This tells you that if you do not pre-turn on your front kicks, you are not going to have an effective front kick. On the belt test, that is something we highly noticed with almost everybody. Grandmaster Kim wanted me to relay the message to all of you. You must turn your feet. So please make sure that you turn your toes before you kick. Front leg forward, fighting stance, submit, Tae Kwon Do. Now, you'll notice that my feet are a little bit wider. They should not be that wide. They should be around shoulder width apart. If both feet are facing forward, that's a more aggressive stance, but ideally you want your feet kind of at an L shape. Not entirely, but whatever's comfortable. Again, I relate to some of you. If your foot is on a line and your heels are together, please make sure that your heels are on a diagonal so that you're opened up. Don't close yourself so that your legs are crisscrossed and you look like this. If someone pushes you, you lose your balance. But if your legs are separated, they push you, you can hold your own by moving around. That's why this is important. Parents, if you're there with your children, please make sure left leg is forward. Please make sure that their legs are not crisscrossed. Open up. Okay, from here, review. Front foot, lift your heel. Turn 90 degrees, touch down. This means now your foot is parallel to the computer monitor or tablet or phone. Shift your weight forward. Remember that your hands were here, left arm was in front. When you shift your weight forward, your hands come, side by side. Your knee will be a little bit bent, and then from here, lift your back knee up, toes down, and straighten out your foot. Notice how my toes are pointing towards the camera, not over here, not out there, and my knee is straight. So if you have to, you kick down here and you hold. Then you bring it back in. Come back. Oh look, my foot is in the same position. And then unturn using your toes. So you lift your heel to unwind. And if you look, my heels are in line. They're not over here. That's another important thing that people forget. So after you kick, they lose their balance and come back here, and they think that the kick should be here, and then all of a sudden they're kicking here. If you kick and you lose your balance, reset yourself and go back to your spot. Especially when we're in class, it's okay to come back to your spot. So if you're kicking and you're moving forward, go back to your spot. Ready? Let's do it a few more times. Turn 90 degrees. You notice how my center lowers, bent knee. As you get better, you're not going to over-exaggerate like this. It's important to over-exaggerate now because when you do it fast, you do less of what you've learned. Okay, so 90 degrees. Shift your weight forward. Hands should be side by side right now. Lift your knee. This knee is allowed to be a little bent. Straighten. Do you notice how my leading arm and leading leg, shoulders are pointing forward, and my body's actually opened up right now? I'm not facing the same direction. I'm opened up. This allows me to maintain balance on this foot. Because it's parallel to, oh, you can put your foot down. Because it's parallel to the computer monitor right now, I need to go like this a bit, which means that this knee is the one that's opening up. I'm actually just standing here. And then I'm kicking and coming back, down, boom, back to fighting stance. When I do this kick, sure, normally you don't actually have to turn that much and just boom, fast, and then your upper body will stay more focused to the front while your hips turn across. Pay attention to where my belt loop is, or this part of my belt knot. It's facing this way right now. I go to kick, boom, it's over there, but my shoulders are more over here. When we're doing it right now the way I want, we turn 90 degrees, right? Your hands are close. When your knee is up, that's when your hand has switched position. You kick, this arm comes down while you kick. You'll notice I'm lifting my knee as I kick. That allows me to kick higher. That's something you can work on later if you like. Boom, hand comes back, touch down again, lean back, heel up, unturn, boom. This is important. Let's try this together. You can go back in this video as you need to if you find that you have to. Boom, 90 degrees, lean forward, up, kick back, down, and fighting stance. Turn 90 degrees, lean forward, up, kick, back, down, unturn. Again, turn, forward, up, out, in, kick, back. Now I'm not gonna say lean forward. I'm just gonna say turn, kick. Ready? Turn, up, kick, in, back, down. Turn, up, kick, back, behind, fighting stance. Let's go a little faster now. Turn, up, kick, back, down, in. Turn. I don't know if you can see my back foot. As I'm turning, notice how this foot, the heel has definitely come off, and I'm ready. This is a particular stance that you'll learn later, well, a modification of it, so that when we kick, we can go forth with it. I'm afraid that the video has stopped recording, so I'm just gonna take a quick double check. It looks like it's still recording. Show you from this side. Ready? What you're going to do, turn, see how this heel is off the ground, up, whoopsie. You kick, you come back, down, unwind. Turn, kick, back, down. 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 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. To save time and space on my camera, switch legs. On your own at home, do the same thing. Listen, go back to the video. Listen to the same cues. Just switch it up. So, again, no crisscrossing of your heels. You do that 90-degree turn. You make sure everything's twisted. Lean forward, your weight on top of your leg. Bring it up. Same knee, same arm. Toes down. You kick. This knee is allowed to be bent a little. Arm down. Oops. Arm down. Back in. Fighting stance. Unturn. Do that with the other leg. Side kick review. The reason why I'm going front side round is because of the same thing. With the side kick, now let's try it with the other leg. This is my bad leg, as is for most of us. Right leg forward, fight stance. Tae Kwon! Now I'm closing up my stance. I'm not staying wide. I'm closing it up. Once again, a full 90-degree turn so that you're parallel to the monitor. So if I go back to here, parallel, shift my weight forward. Now, instead of bringing my knee up straight and my body kind of here, I'm actually turning my whole body sideways. You'll notice that my toes are up now. Everything is facing sideways. And all I want to do is lean back. And as I lean back, you'll notice how my heel starts to point towards my target more. Keep your eye on the target. And from here, your heel and your buttock stays in one line. Your knee pushes in. If you do this or this, that's bad. So from here, push, heel, knee, hips, preferably shoulder in one line. You do want to be up. I'm leaning back to keep my balance because I'm holding this for a longer period of time. Woo! Then you bring it back in. Back, untwist. Very important to remember to untwist lifting your heel. Take a quick water break because I want a water break. This house is very warm now. So, ready? Right leg forward, fighting stance. Pivot all the way around. Your heel is parallel to the monitor. Turn sideways, toes up, knee is facing this way. Start leaning back, which means you're gonna have to turn your heel towards the camera. I'm looking sideways right now. You might have to as well to maintain better balance. The moment you turn your head forward, it becomes more tricky and you've got to pay attention to where your arms are and your upper body positioning. So it's okay to look over here. Because I've turned my heel more this way, you also have to lean your body back, which means that your heel has to come up higher. If it's kicking down here, that's okay. And if you need to, you can grab a chair or something. You're gonna hold on to it and you lift, turn, heel facing the monitor, heel in line with bum and shoulder. Push your knee in while your heel goes in a straight line with your buttocks. You want to hit with the blade part of your side. However, in real life, you want to hit with your heel part down here. But right now, we're going to hit with the side. Notice how my toes are pointed down. I'm not hitting with the flat part of my foot. I've turned it down, so I'm hitting with this part. Be very careful. Over time, I'll teach you the differences between different styles of side kick, like what part to hit with. Things for, it's going to be breaking boards, hitting people, for sparring, everything. So you go out, you can hold on to something if you like, bring it back in. Notice how my body comes up, knees up, heel is down. You come back, you unwind. You can use this, if you like, a chair, a wall, whatever it is that you need to keep yourself stable. Remember, right leg forward right now. Fighting stance. Pre-turn. Now, lift up sideways. See how this arm, this leg, we're kicking with our left leg right now because the right leg was in front. Turn, which means we're going to have to lift our heel and our foot. Extend. Bring it in. Turn and kick. Now, because we're turning slow, I'm sure some of you noticed I turned on my heel. When we go faster, there will be less heel. When you're doing this kick, what do you do with your extended arm? Well, obviously, the arm that is facing backwards stays tight to your body. Not touching, but close. This kicking leg, don't have it in front. If you have it in front, you're going to lean forward. Have it behind. It'll extend your body backwards, putting you in a nice line. Then you lift again. Again, I'm exaggerating this kick, making us turn 90 degrees, turn sideways, opening up to lift the heel, pushing out and in. It's exaggerated, again, so that it can help you. When you go faster, you usually do less of what you've learned, and because you're speeding it up, you're gonna skip a couple steps. So let's start skipping some steps. From here, turn, bring it up, extend, back, woohoo, and in. You can tell this is my bad leg. We need to practice both sides. That's why it's at-home training. Turn, up, kick, back, fighting stance. Turn, up, kick, back, fighting stance. You'll notice that now I'm closing myself up more. It's more of a combat technique, don't need to do that. So you come up, turn, up, kick, out, and you'll notice it almost looks like I'm punching with my lead arm, and it's kind of true, because I'm trying to get that balance point, so when I come back, it's set. Ready? Turn, up, kick, out, back. Turn, up, kick, out, back. Turn, up, kick, out, back. Turn, up, kick, back. Now let's do it faster. Ready? Ha, aya, 둘, aya, 셋, aya, 넷, aya, 다섯, aya. I come back into a weighted stance behind